Welcome back, dear students. So in last video we had discussed about we had gone through what do you mean by law, what are different sources and nature of law. And in this video we will be discussing about classification of law. So we can classify law into different ways, or we have different types of laws, like we have public law, private law, civil law, criminal law, then we have certain statutes, then common laws, national law, international law, natural laws, customary laws, then moral laws, constitutional laws, administrative law, mercantile law, like that we have many laws, and each law will be dealing with certain aspects of our society, or certain each law will be dealing with certain activities. So we can classify law under different aspects, and here we are classifying law in the simplest way, or here we are classifying law on basis of broader terms, and that is classification of law. We are classifying law into national and international law. And this national and international law, we know national law means the rules and regulations which we are, or rules and regulations which to be followed in the particular nation. So national law is the body of rules which regulates the action of people in society, and it is backed by the coercive power of the state. That means the nation or that particular country will be having certain power on their people, and with that power they will be framing certain laws, and that laws should, or that rules should be followed in that particular state or in that particular country, and that is national law. Then international law means that is the law which deals with the external relationships. If for example, if we are having some dealings with a company in UAE, so we should follow the rules and regulations of both countries, UAE and India. So in such cases we have to know about the rules and regulations to be followed in foreign country, and that is international law. So in other words, international law can be defined, or we can find the meaning like this. That is, international law means it is the body of rules which guides and directs the behavior of the states in international business. International, when we are having international business, or when we are having certain dealings in international groups, with international groups, we should follow their rules, and that is the basic classification. And from that we know, again we are classifying our national law into constitutional law and ordinary law. So in national law, constitutional law means it is the supreme law of the country. Above that law or above that rule, we don't have any other power. So it stands written in the constitution in the state or of the state. That is, in Indian constitution, some rules and regulations are to be written, and those things comes as constitutional law. The rules and regulations which are written in a constitution, that is constitutional law. And the constitutional law lays down the organization, powers, functions and interrelationship of these three organs of the government. These are three organs of the government. That is, without any interrelationships, or without any power or function, government cannot work properly. So what they do is, they will be framing certain rules and regulations to be followed in wide or throughout our country, and those rules or laws are called as constitutional law. So constitutional law, it is the basic and fundamental law of the state, and it is in the supreme law of the of that particular country. Now next we are moving to statutes or ordinary law. So what do you mean statutes? Statutes means those laws laid down in the acts of parliament or assemblies. There are certain rules and regulations which are passed through assemblies and passed through parliament acts. So those comes as statutes, and these are called as ordinary law. So it is the part of this national law. So national law means it is municipal law or law which is given by the nation of that or on a particular country. And here we have statutes and ordinary laws, and it is also called as the municipal law, and it is made by the government to determine and regulate the conduct of behavior in that particular society. That's why these laws are passed through parliaments and assemblies. And ordinary law, it is through this law that the state acts in between, that is where the state clears certain disputes in between two individuals or their groups. Now second category is public law. Ordinary law, second category is public law. Public law means it is the law which regulates the relationships between the individual and the state. That is, public law means it is very easy that the laws which are not private, and this laws which is concerned with the legal relationship between the state and the individual. Those rules are known as public law, and the main aim of public law is to promote the social objectives and to protect them in the collective interest of individuals. So that is with private and public law. Again, this public law is divided into two, or it can be classified into two, that is general law and administrative law. So administrative law, as its name indicates, we know that it is the law relating to the organization and services performed by various administrative agencies of government. That is, we will be having many agencies will be provided, many agencies will be there, and all those agencies can do, or all those agencies comes under this type of law. So public law is divided into general law and administrative law. Administrative law means it is the law, it lays down by the governing and it is for making their work more easier. And this general law means here the rules and regulations in general category is given here, and in general law it lays down the relationship between the private citizens and the officials. ഒരു പ്രൈവറ്റ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു പബ്ലിക് എന്ന ഒരു ഇൻഡിവിജ്വലും ഒരു ഗവൺമെന്റ് ഒഫീഷ്യലും കൂടെയുള്ള ലോ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അവിടെ അവർ കോൺട്രാക്ട് സൈൻ ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അവർ പാലിക്കേണ്ട റൂൾസ് ആൻഡ് റെഗുലേഷൻസ്, ഇതെല്ലാമാണ് ടൈപ്സിൽ വരുന്നത്. So that is with general law. Next is administrative law. Administrative law, as I had mentioned, it is governing the exercise of the constitutional authority, whether it has done everything in correct form, or whether they had delegated it, how it is delegated, how much it was useful, like that detailed study will be given. So that is with the classification of classification of law. Law is classified into national and international. Then national again classified into constitutional and ordinal again classified into so ordinary law is again classified into public law and private law, and public law is classified into general law and administrative law. So this is a type of classification where we are having not much or more classifications. We can classify our law under many more types. So these are the basic classifications. Then in introduction I had mentioned about different types of laws, like civil law, criminal law and all. Civil law means the law, it is the law of state as applied by the courts in administration of justice. ജസ്റ്റിസിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള ലോസ് ആണ് സിവിൽ ലോ. ക്രിമിനൽ ലോ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും ക്രൈം ചെയ്തിട്ട് വരുന്ന പണിഷ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ലോസ് ആണ് ക്രിമിനൽ ലോസ്. ഇപ്പൊ സിവിലിന് പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പം എന്തെങ്കിലും ഇപ്പം ചില കേസസിൽ ഉണ്ടാവില്ലേ, പാരൻസിന്, അതായത് കുറച്ച് ഏജ് ആയ പാരൻസിന് കുട്ടികൾ അവരെ മക്കൾ നോക്കിയില്ല, അങ്ങനെ മക്കൾ നോക്കിയില്ല എന്നിട്ട് ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു ആരെങ്കിലും ഒരു കേസ് ഫയൽ ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആ ഒരു പാരന്റിനെ ജസ്റ്റിസ് കിട്ടാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ഫയൽ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സച്ച് കേസസ് കംസ് അണ്ടർ സിവിൽ ലോ. ദെൻ നാച്ചുറൽ ലോ, മോറൽ ലോസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എന്തായിരിക്കും? റൂൾസ് ടു വിച്ച് ഇസ് ഫോർ ഗിവിംഗ് ദി ഐഡിയൽ സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ്. ഒരു ഹ്യൂമൻ എങ്ങനെ ബിഹേവ് ചെയ്യണം എന്നുള്ള ഒരു ഐഡിയൽ ഇത് കൊടുക്കുന്നത്, നമുക്ക് ചെറിയ കുട്ടികൾക്കൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ. മർക്കന്റൈൽ ലോ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ബിസിനസ് ലോന്, അതായത് ബിസിനസ് കൊമേഴ്സ് റിലേറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള എല്ലാ കാര്യം, ബിസിനസ്, ട്രേഡ്, ദെൻ ഇൻഡസ്ട്രീസ് ആൻഡ് കൊമേഴ്സ്, ഇവരെ റിലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ലോസ് ആണ് മർക്കന്റൈൽ ലോ. അപ്പം ഇത്രയുമാണ് ക്ലാസിഫിക്കേഷൻ ഓഫ് ലോ. താങ്ക് യു.